Hello, welcome to the week of October 22nd through the 28th, Shaw University English 111 online fall semester 2018. Yes, so we are getting close to November. Woo, getting close. All right, so what do we do with this week? Well, guess what? Paper 3! We're introducing Paper 3. There are 3 main papers, and then a project at the end, which we'll get to eventually. So we're working on the last of the main papers, and we're also going to read an article on bias in writing, and there's a quiz. Okay, so what are we doing this week? We are doing Paper 3. Paper 3 is, big pause for dramatic effect, it's exactly the same as Paper 2. Woohoo! Yes, it's exactly the same thing as Paper 2, except for this time you have to pick a different topic. One of the main goals for this class is to be able to write a research paper. Therefore, the way that I approach it is that you get better by doing things, and sometimes it takes repetition. You think about any skill you're going to develop, whether it be playing an instrument or being in sports or cooking or something like this. Sometimes you have to do the same thing multiple times to actually hone your skill. So you basically practice with Paper 2. You got a good amount of practice revising and thinking and whatever. Now we're going to apply those skills that you learned in Paper 2 and write an even better Paper 3. And Paper 3 is even worth more towards your grade. So we've been through the process once. Now you can focus really more, instead of on the process of MLA formatting and doing the research, really focus and hone in on the strength of the writing, the strength of the argument. That's the goal for this, for Paper 3. You're like, why are you making us do the same thing twice? Well, I need to be abundantly clear here. This is not the same topic. So if you did, let's say, medical marijuana for Paper 2, you cannot do medical marijuana for Paper 3. You have to pick a different subject. Just like we showed you, go to procon.org, pick a different subject, okay? And again, this is just strengthening those skills and practicing those skills, because you will have to write research papers throughout college. And why not get that skill just nailed down right here in English 111? And that's what we're going to do. The other thing that's important this week is bias in writing, okay? What is bias? It's basically when you have a strong opinion towards something. A lot of students who come to Shaw University, actually really any university, it's not necessarily this to Shaw, I've noticed this over the years. They come in, they've grown up in a certain environment, different parts of the country, different parts of the world for that matter, and they look at the world, they understand the world from a certain limited point of view based on where they grew up, which is fine. I mean, that's just the way that everybody is. And once you get into college, you start to realize that the world's a bigger place and there's a lot more out there than a lot of people think. But some people don't want to get past, what I was a kid, I was told this, or as a kid, I believed this. Well, maybe you were wrong. Okay, and think about all the people who do bad things in life, and you're like, why are you doing that? Well, that's just the way I grew up. Okay. And yes, okay, now generally I don't push my beliefs on anyone, but I am going to use an example. Okay, I see a lot of students smoking. Okay, now, never mind the fact that on every package it says, hey, smoking is going to kill you. Smoking will cause cancer. It's bad for you. Okay, I mean, there is proof over and over and over and over that smoking is critically bad for your health. Yet students keep doing it. And as I've asked, I've got to know different students, and I've asked them, I'm just curious, why do you go out and smoke? I mean, it's your choice. It's your life. I'm not going to, think poorly of you or anything like that. A lot of them say, it's just, the environment I grew up with. Everyone smoked around me, and it's just something that we did. Or everyone that I hang out with here at the school, this is what they do, and it's kind of what we're, whatever. So you have to understand that bias is a strong feeling which kind of overrides, logical, clear thinking. Now, again, please don't think, oh my gosh, he hates me because he thinks he's better than me because, it's smoking. I'm not saying that at all. I'm just using that as an example. So you're going to read this bias in writing, and then you're going to take this quiz on bias in writing, and make sure that you're trying to avoid using bias when you write your research papers. Okay, so notice, paper 3 is introduced here on October 22nd. Okay, October 22nd. And let's see, when is that bad boy? The final version of that is going to be due on November 18th. Okay, so you've got just a little shy of a month to do the full paper. Don't wait till the last minute, because we do. And then next week we are going to start doing, you'll have the first draft that's due and stuff like that. So that's what we're doing this week. So go ahead, pick a different topic for paper 3. If you use the same topic for paper 2, then you'll get a 0. Nope, can't do that. Okay, different topic for paper 3. All right, go ahead and get to work.